Welcome everybody to episode 5. We're finally at 5 of well, already at 5.
Cinco de June.
5th episode of With a Grain of Salt. This has started off really well.
All right.
With your hosts, me, Eddie.
I'm Eric.
And again, joining us we have
Andrea. Howdy everyone.
Hey. And today it's just going to be the three of us. Again, like we've reminded you over and over again, we're just a bunch of idiots having fun, having conversation. We're not experts in anything any of the topics we bring up, so take everything we say with a grain of salt. This little buddy right here. Apparently, these things have like a purpose.
Oh no!
Something about like ionizing or something. Ions.
It gets rid of the bad juju. Yeah.
Hold up. Are you talking about that salt lamp?
Yeah.
I can't see.
Yeah, well, sorry. Apparently, the salt lamps have
That's what started the craze, actually.
something about ions that they've been studying for eons. I'm not really sure.
Negative energy in the room.
Wait, I gotta ask the real question though. Has any of y'all licked that thing?
Actually, no. We
No.
haven't. I don't think I want to.
It's.
You gotta test it. See if it's actual salt.
I doubt it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it is. Look.
All right, you know what?
Deposits.
You can lick that
Do
one.
it.
I'll lick that one.
I'm not gonna do that. 10th episode, we'll lick it. Oh, pause. Oh no, it's on the internet.
You can't say you're gonna lick something on the internet, dude. No, we're.
Oh boy, this is.
Now that Andrea's asked, we kind of have to do it. At least one of us does. And I'm not
right
licking
now?
the same rock you're doing.
Rock, paper, scissors.
We have 2 rocks, jackass.
Lick
One of
the
us
one
does.
you brought.
I don't know which one's the one I brought. We've been mixing and matching this whole time.
Mine's got the lump on the side of its head.
What does that even mean? It's a rock. All right, give me that one.
Here we go, guys. Come on, Andrea. Hype him up.
I don't need any hype. I don't need any hype.
Lick it. Lick
You're destroying my things.
I'm a bull in a tennis
Everything's
shop,
falling apart. It's a good thing it's off camera because I would sue you.
Here you go.
Can't sue you for. I don't need this turned on. Okay. Why do we have 2? Because before filming the first episode, we thought, oh, we'll have one on each side, and then we had no room.
It would be what do you call it? Between the salt rocks.
Between the salt
Between the
rocks.
rocks.
Between rock and a salt place. I don't want to do this. This part looks... Oh, no!
I told you.
Look, it's like...
Yeah, go ahead.
You're just delaying the inevitable.
Well, I'm
Let's get it
looking-
over with.
smelling salt. Okay, that is salty. Mmm. Ugh.
Is that a good?
It's salty. I mean, what else can I say? It feels like I
No,
just
I mean,
licked a
it's
salty
What
rock.
I expected.
I licked a salty rock. That's all I did.
I feel like the Nintendo cartridges from the Switch taste more nasty than that.
Wait, how would you know if you've ever licked a salt?
I've read that it's like a deterrent for little kids, because like with the DS games they would like swallow it. So with the Switch,
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta be back.
Oh,
they
alright.
added a like a I don't know what it is, like a film over it that'll make it taste bitter.
I do have my Nintendo Switch right there. Do you want? I did the salt rock. Would you like to lick one of my
I know
games?
it's gonna be nasty.
I know it's gonna taste like salt, and I fucking did it.
Fine. If you can
Alrighty.
find it, if you can find it, then
What I'm gonna do is
Oh.
I'm gonna bring, well, to help me get this down, I have H Factor hydrogen infused water.
not sponsored by the way.
Water is H2O. The H meaning hydrogen. So I don't know how you infuse hydrogen into water.
As long as it's not H2O2.
Water infused with extra hydrogen has been shown to help the body's ability to reduce inflammation, from exercise, activate antioxidants, and engage enzymes, repairing environmental stress, soothing soreness, and amping energy. My legs and shoulders are sore.
So it's like electrolytes.
The lamp?
Amino acids.
No, that's hydrogen infused water that I'm getting that I got because I was really confused. Like, what does that even mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. It's still nice and cold. I'm gonna go grab Eric the Nintendo Switch game. Which game would you want?
It doesn't matter. They're all the same.
Give him the Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Okay.
I think I have that one on.
No, you have the disc because you lent it to me one time.
Oh no.
Say something.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
I didn't think you'd find it that fast.
I mean, which game did I get? I wanted to make sure it packed enough punch for my cohort here, my colleague. So he's going to be licking Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. This game is hard. I haven't touched it in months.
It's their best season.
And now the only reason we're touching it is so he can lick it on camera.
Okay.
This is...
And how am I going to wash this down? With Mountain Dew.
For a split second, I was afraid you're going to swallow it. Here you go.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to crack this open first. The one that I'm rocking with today is called Strawberry Melon Spark. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think it's the back end that they put the film on there.
Mm-hmm.
How does it...
Jesus Christ. Is it the pins or the top area? Do you know?
I think it's the gray part. Does it matter?
Ugh.
Try the
Just
just
gotta
try the
lick it
top
all.
area.
Oh no. Like the Patrick meme. Oh, damn!
How do you open this thing? Well,
No, I should have got the lamp.
what does it taste like?
You
Does it
know,
taste like
what do you
anything
call it?
Specific? Here, you put it in
Air
here.
dusters?
Air dusters?
Yeah. Like when you inhale.
What do you do when you
Supposed
clean?
to do that.
No, like, how can I explain it without this bitter disgust in my mouth?
Like such an idiot
they,
here.
they also put something that would make you, like, as a deterrent so you won't get high off of it. They also put like a bitter kind of taste thing, but that's like, do you need help?
No,
Sir?
I'm a strong, independent person. Man,
Whitey's got this.
do I?
But this is a solid form. God damn.
What am I looking at here? Look at this weird locking mechanism that they got going on here. What
You
the
gotta
fuck
break
is
it off.
Break it off? How do I break it off?
With your brute Whitey strength.
I could just cut it open if you'd like.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
my brute waddy strength was enough.
Damn it.
Alrighty.
Sorry, another time. Show's over. Well,
It's fucking water.
we can't get it right.
I mean,
The first time we did this, it was water.
what is it with us and water?
It's water. Well, this tastes like... You're going to enjoy this, Andrea. It tastes like that, like back in high school when I used to vape. I had the watermelon flavor.
You
Tastes exactly
vaped
the
in
same.
high school?
I did. For like,
He's a statistic.
before it was cool. Like 3 months, and I was like, wow, this does nothing for me. So I just sold it. But man, it was tasty. Oh, this definitely made up for that.
And this is the Mountain Dew, correct? Because
Yes.
again, guys, I can't see anything.
That's
Just listening
correct.
to all of them.
If you Google Mountain Dew Rise Energy, it's like a little lion. Pretty cute.
I think I've tried those actually. It has like very little
Put it to the
carbs
camera
or like zero sugar or something like that.
so you can get it closer.
There you go. You get the arm split.
Sometimes I get it at work on my first break. It's just something a little wake me
like a
up.
thumbnail.
You were saying, Andrea?
So sometimes if I'm thinking, I'm thinking the correct one. I get that for like my first break at work. I don't know which flavor I like the most. I can't even remember which one I tried. I don't think they're not like my go-to drinks, but I mean it's not bad. Just one thing, like I do drink that, and then I do have to go to the restroom afterwards. So Eric, be careful.
It's got the juice. 5% of it.
I feel like that's what this hydrogen water is going to do to me. Be kind of dumb. All right. For my energy drink, I went with pomegranate blue burst. It's the exact same packaging, just in blue.
Looks like a Lion Megazord.
Yeah.
I give this an 8 out of 10.
Let's see how this goes.
It hits the spot, but 180 milligrams of caffeine. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't
same
think we'll
here.
get the plane off the ground, but we're waiting. And there's a good movie.
It tastes like an energy drink, plus that Black Death liquid, whatever the hell we had.
Oh, that water.
Yeah, it tastes like
Both.
fizzy juice, but like a little watered
No
down.
pomegranate.
With
Kind of like a seltzer.
kind of like a seltzer.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'd rather suck on a pomegranate
Oh boy.
or a salt rock.
I like this
Is that what this show is going to devolve into? Just licking things and trying things.
one. I still want the durian.
Durian is what he means. You know, that stinky,
Durian.
pointy fruit.
The one from Zelda.
The one from Zelda. You want to increase our heart number by like 7.
After that cartridge, yeah. I need that.
I would lick it myself, but it's about 30 feet that way. So.
No.
And there's another game over there, but it's Monopoly. I don't think it'll taste very good. Oh, man. So, new things that have happened this week. I have officially retired as a pipe fitter in the refineries. I've been doing it for the past 6 years because I started at 19 years old and I am now 25. And I started because I left the Art Institute of San Antonio and I needed money to pay off the student loans and all that stuff. And that was probably the fastest way to do it. I passed a test that my dad told me I needed to study for so I can get this job. I passed it, and then when I went out into the field, I had no idea what the hell I was doing.
That's usually how it goes.
And it showed that here, put this on. It's a safety harness. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Luckily, there's a lot. Like you meet all kinds of people there, but luckily the foreman I had, my boss, was like a decent guy. He asked me, it's like, hey, how old are you? I'm like, 19. He's like, oh, you're not gonna know shit. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, fuck. Well, he's going to fire me? He's like, don't worry. We'll teach you everything you need to know. I was like, oh, sweet. Let me wait for my heart to slow down. Thinking I was going to get immediately fired. But yeah, then 6 years later, here I am. Hate the fuck out of that job. I didn't hate it. I mean, it was great money. And then I got to travel. I got to go to Chicago. I got to go to Orange, Texas. Got to go to Amarillo. Shout out to all those places. None of you listening are from any of those places. I gotta see.
You never know.
I gotta see Memphis, Tennessee, fucking Oklahoma. I gotta go to casinos. So many cool places, man. So many cool places. And then it helped me afford my trip to Yellowstone, which I can't wait to do again. Hopefully, you know what? What if we had a podcast in Yellowstone?
I would love that.
With the mountains in the background. So we have like this little guy here.
Hence my Mercedes Sprinter van idea. We should go for it. We should go for it. Podcast inside a van.
But yeah, the people that you meet there, like you meet like such a variety of people. It was actually really funny. Like I'd go to work, I'd wake up super early, go to work. I'd get there and be like greeted by some people. Be like, hey Eduardo, ¿cómo estás? How have you been? Did you sleep well? And it's good to see you again. I'm glad you're here safe. And then I turned around. Another guy comes over and says hi. He's like, what up, pussy? I'm like, oh, okay. Like, it's quite the...
quite the jump there.
Quite the whiplash. So, the amount of people that you meet is just like... If you met one... Like, for a lot of jobs, it's like you meet one, you meet them all. Not this one. Like, everyone's
It's
weird.
the classic ragtag team of misfits.
Yeah, like I once had a boss that... I don't know what he was telling me. Like I had just hit like I was climbing down a scaffold, and we had to have our safety harnesses on, and one of my hooks on the safety harness got caught in the ladder. So when I was coming down, it got caught, just stayed up there, and then finally it broke loose and just knocked me like straight in the face right here, below my nose, and I cut my inside of my lip and the outside because of that. So I'm just like trying to hide it. I'm like, crap, I need to go to the restroom, clean my face off, and, stop the bleeding, so that way I don't get kicked out thinking like, oh, this guy's unsafe or whatever. So I'm there, like, just holding my face like this. Sorry about the microphone. And my boss stops me. And he's just like, I guess he didn't care or notice that I was, like, speaking to him like this, like, nah. He's like, yeah, I need you to do this, and then this, or whatever. I'm like, all right, yes, sir. I'll take care of that right away. And then he starts walking behind me, and I just hear, 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. I was like, what? I'm like, how hard did I hit my face?
What part of that was real?
Like, oh, shit, I think I hit myself harder than I thought. Oh, man. I'm not going to miss doing this job. It paid great. Well, most of the jobs paid great. This last one didn't. But if anything, I shouldn't be this dark. I'm sunburned from this fucking job. The best thing is that I don't look like a raccoon right now. Because Eric and Andrea will tell you, whenever I come home from these jobs, I always look like a raccoon. Mainly because I'm wearing Oakleys, but since I don't have my contacts, I can't wear those. So for the future, what am I going to be doing? I want to be a filmmaker. And that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'll be working on a film. I can't really say much. Eric and I have already done some recording through it. But unfortunately, Eric won't be able to join me this weekend. But I'm going to San Antonio. I'm going to be doing some filming, maybe a few interviews. I'm really excited. Let me see.
Yeah, personally, like, after 5 years, 5 years is enough for any job. After that, if you want to pursue something else, like, I don't think anyone can give you shit for it,
The reason most people, like, because I told a lot of people while I was out there what I wanted to do, and they would say for me to get out. Actually, most people, before I even tell them what I wanted to do, like when I first started at 19, I remember being pulled aside by one of my dad's friends, and he was like, hey, how old are you again? I said, I'm 19. He goes, you shouldn't be here. Like, what do you mean? I was getting ready to get defensive.
I can
like,
do this.
All right, is this guy just being a dick, saying like I'm taking jobs from people that don't need it or that need it more or whatever, which I guess would be true. But he's like, no, don't take this the wrong way. It's just you're so young. Like, yeah, it's good money here, but You know, I miss everything else like back home. Like I have my kids; they're 4 years old now. I hardly know them because I'm always out here. You know, like you travel so much and uh, and you stay there for extended periods of time, depending on what kind of job. If it's a new construction, you can be there for a year, two, maybe even longer. If you're maintenance, even longer than that. Most of the jobs I did were like turnarounds, which I'd be there for like, excuse me, a month, 2 months. My longest job lasted 6 months, and that's because, well, I didn't quit. I took my last day off to go with you guys to Austin, and on your third time calling in, they suspend you for a day. So I thought, I'll just take the suspension. It's my third time calling in. This job's almost over anyway. And so I call in. I get up there the next day, and my boss tells me, "Hey, you're not coming in tomorrow. You're suspended because of absences or whatever," which is only 3 absences. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "All right, fine." And then at the time, every like month or so, they start laying people off. They'll like lay people off in waves because
it's a sign that the job's
almost. It's a sign the job's getting like almost done. And like about a few hours later after lunch, I'm thinking it's like 2:30 in the afternoon. My boss finds me in like the 3rd or 4th floor, and he's like, because he was a pretty big dude. He's like, "Hey, you're coming in tomorrow. Forget what I said earlier." I'm like, and then I immediately thought of the layoffs that they were doing, and I just had a huge smile on my face, like, why do they need me tomorrow? I thought I was suspended. He's like, "Don't worry about it. Just come in." I'm like, I'm getting laid off, aren't I? He's like, "No, just don't worry about it. Just come in." I'm like, "Why can't you just tell me?" He's like, just come in, all right? And then he took off. And the reason I had a smile on my face, the reason I was okay with it, because like I said, I was there for 6 months. I was ready to go. Oh, man, it's so frustrating. Well, for me, I know some people can handle it. Some people are okay with it and actually prefer it. But I took this from my dad, where he just can't stay in one place for too long. Otherwise, he gets frustrated. But lo and behold, next day I show up. I get all the tools together, all my tools, and getting ready to work. And then he's like, "Hey, put your tools away. You're going home. You're laid off." I'm like, "Hey, you couldn't told me that earlier, jackass. Thanks a lot." But that's not a job I'm going to miss. If anything, I can't wait to hopefully, come on the podcast and be like, "Hey, check out this new movie. Check out this documentary. Check out this series that we made." And if anything, what I'm hoping to do, let's put it there. What I'm hoping to do is, for this channel, Eric and I, Alan, Andrea, anybody else, any other special guests that might come on, filming our own little vlogs, our own little shorts. What do you think?
Shorts, skits, run them all. Like, this is 7 years in the making. It's like,
we've had so many ideas come up for this.
Exactly. I don't want to waste any opportunity,
Where would we upload them? Would it be probably like here, or
it would be here under a different category?
Yeah, another playlist.
Yeah, another playlist.
So that'd be like, okay, Mondays are gonna be for the podcast. Which, by the way, we have been trying to upload them on Mondays. It's just okay. Here's what happened. We're recording on OBS, if it wasn't already obvious. Especially in the first episode where everything was just a shit show. Or was it the second one? Both of them were shit shows anyway.
Wow.
It's a work in progress.
Oh, yeah. But we're recording through OBS, and whatever file, I think it's going to MP4. It's recording, the file at the end is an MP4. And Eric's computer doesn't seem to recognize it.
It's a different configuration from your PC when you save it, and then it just doesn't register it on my PC at all.
I'm gonna have to talk to Ian about it, but because if anyone's gonna know, I'm sure he'll know. But yeah, he'll put it into his his SSD, so that way he can go upload it at his place because his internet's faster. Until tomorrow, hopefully. And he was supposed to upload it over there, but then he gets home, and he messages me like, "Hey, we have a problem." I'm like, can we talk about it? You know, I don't want us to be like falling out. He's like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
What? No. I sent him a snap. I was like, "Why is this happening?"
He's like, "Will you shut up and listen?" And he's like, "I don't see the file here. I don't see the podcast that we just recorded." And I'm like, "Uh-oh." So we tried it again. He comes back. He puts it in his SSD. He takes it back home. And this happens for the last three episodes.
You would think, hey, I'll just come back and we'll try it again. Well, it's a 40-minute drive, too.
Yeah, I live out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So.
And I don't like. You would think he drives 40 minutes to get here so we can be on camera. Andrea lives like 10 minutes that way, and she's like,
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Wow, you just made it seem even worse. But
what?
You can be on camera.
Because I don't want to go and be on camera. There's no space, dude.
Yeah, there's plenty of
It's
space. We'll just move the camera back.
Well,
okay, there isn't much space.
Like a silhouette of a female in your voice.
Let's just stick her head through here. Oh, look, you can see my logo.
What are the odds of that happening? Perfectly aligned right there.
I have my own logo now. But, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, for the past 3 episodes, I've been uploading them on my phone.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But we don't know that they can't upload till Monday night. So, Eric tells me Monday night, hey, we can't, the episode's not gonna upload. I'm like, why? He's like, because I can't find the file.
It's not in.
Shit, the first time it happened, you thought I didn't even put it in your...
It's gone missing.
Yeah. But, so yeah, the past few episodes have been uploaded on my phone, which, I mean, it really doesn't mean much to me. It doesn't keep me from using it. If anything, I go to sleep, and it's uploading. But, something that'll make things a lot easier is, today's Thursday. The reason we're recording on Thursday, even though these go up on Monday, is because this weekend I am going to, like I said, I'm going to be filming in San Antonio. So if we don't record today, we won't have a podcast on Monday.
Planning ahead.
Yeah. Normally we record Saturday or Sunday. But tomorrow, I should have a new internet provider. We're moving over to Spectrum, and I know some people that are listening are going to be like, "Oh no, Spectrum!"
Add to your retirement. A lot of good things are happening. Okay,
a lot of good things.
Can't be negative all the time.
I mean, shit. We're getting 400 megabit internet. What do we have now? 25 megabit internet.
Oh. Watch out.
The 25 megabit internet costs us $120 a month.
Ouch.
Well, this one's going to cost us $75. So it's like, why wouldn't I switch? And then, even worse than that, before my current internet provider, we had another provider that rhymed with Schmay TNT. And that one cost about $220 for 1.5 megabit per second.
Jesus Christ.
Goddamn.
Oh, you gotta love it. If anything, I'm surprised we can still talk on the phone while using the internet when we had that ancient speeds. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow around 3 o'clock, I probably won't even be. I won't even be here. But yeah, we'll be having.
When you get back, it's already set up.
When we get back, I hope new internet. And we can start tossing the idea around of having a live.
Oh, this place is haunted. Nope. I'm out.
My trash just fell over. How did that happen?
I don't know. It's weird.
There's nobody else in here but us. That's a wall. Okay.
Haunted. Like Eric said. Haunted.
There's nothing's died here.
You don't know that.
This was an ancient burial ground.
Actually,
it was a watermelon grove.
Actually, this was a train station. You know this concrete slab that's outside? That was our old house, which was a gutted out mini little train station.
Wow.
When we were little kids, we'd be like digging up holes in the mud and everything, and we'd pull out like railroad ties, like chunks of them.
Wow.
So yeah. Maybe it is haunted. The conductor's like, well, I don't know what the hell he wants with my trash. It's just a box of a 4-pack of Monsters and a bag from Whataburger.
That was pretty weird.
Telling you to throw out your trash.
There's still so much left, like so much room in there.
It's pretty sus, man. I don't know. We might have to do a Ghost Adventures skit.
Oh God. My house isn't big enough for a Ghost Adventures skit. You know what? Let's like tour mansion. Haunted mansion.
Baby steps.
We're getting way too far off topic before I finish this. we can talk about it. But we can throw the idea around of a live podcast, you know, shooting this live on stream, either on Twitch or YouTube. Which do you think would probably be it?
YouTube, day ones.
Probably, yeah.
Day one.
I think everybody here. Well, our audience is already on YouTube anyway.
If we're on Mixer, you know we sold out already.
If we're on Mixer, that means we went back in time. To when
Mixer isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Nobody cared about Ninja enough.
Oh, well. You're not wrong on that one.
Okay. But so many things are opening up, man. I'm excited. We can get better microphones, better cameras. I would say better lighting, but I don't know.
And next year, maybe a better studio. Like a legit studio, you know?
An actual podcast set. As opposed to me splitting my house in half and putting a picnic table on fucking tile.
Don't tell them that.
No, they don't. It's not like we're trying to be like, this table is made from pure bullshit.
Pure bullshit.
Well, what am I supposed to say? Granite? Fucking. Ah.
Waddy experience.
Waddy experience. Do you know? Have we said what a Waddy experience is on this show?
I do not think so. I thought we clarified that in the first episode, but I think it's just glazed over.
I think we just talked about where the nickname Waddy itself came from. I don't think we actually talked about what a Waddy experience is. Eric actually coined the name. This is the example I always use. A Waddy experience is when things are already bad and they somehow get worse, but in the most random way possible. The example is, imagine you're trapped in the desert. You're thirsty, you're dehydrated, and then you suddenly drown. That's a Waddy experience. You somehow find a way to drown.
That's a good example.
A few years back, I had a car accident in Corpus Christi, which is about 2 hours that way. And a friend of mine, one of my best friends of all time, his name's Alex, he agreed to help me out and tow my car back over here to the valley. A good 100 miles about. And on our way back, I remember it vividly. My car's totaled in the back. He's driving the truck. I'm just there. Like, again, thanks so much, man. You know, this is so much. You're a big help. He's like, no problem, man. I know you do the same for me. And then we look and we see something sticking out of the road. And I'm like, what is that? He's like, I don't know. And he runs over it. And his front left tire pops. Just gone. It ruptures completely and we had to stop. So we pull over to the side of the road. Totaled car in the back. truck with
tire
missing a tire now. We both get off. We look at it, and he looks at me and goes, "Uh-oh." I'm like, "Why? Can't we just change it?" "I don't have a spare." I'm like, "No!" So, man, not only did I wreck my car and the other person's car, I cost Alex a tire. So what did I have to do? I had to call my mom to come drive 60 miles to come pick us up so we can go find a tire. And then we had to go to Kingsville because that was the closest place. And then people, for some reason, didn't want to sell us a tire. We're like, "Do you have any tires?"
Shop's closed.
We just need one tire. And he's like, "I have a new one. How much do you want for it?" $300. Like, fuck that. Do you have any used ones? Like,
I do. We have to get in pairs.
yeah,
It'll come out to $300.
pretty.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty much. We finally found this really crappy tire in some little rundown shop, and I bought him a tire for $60. But yeah, that's a Wadi experience. When things look bad, they somehow get worse in ways you'd never expect.
I picked up on this, like, what was it? Your first year on the rigs, I think? When you were, like, going trips to... I think it was your transcript. We were getting your transcript.
Oh, jeez.
I think this was the beginning where I was like, this is a reoccurring thing with you.
I was trying to get back into school after leaving the Art Institute. I was trying to get into STC just to get something. But they needed my transcripts from the Art Institute. It took 3 trips to San Antonio.
I think I was in 2 of those trips.
You were in 2 of those trips. It took 3 trips to San Antonio for me to keep asking them, like, "Hey, can I have my transcripts?" And they kept saying, like, "Well, we can't get them to you." Or no, the first time they said they'll mail it, which they didn't do. And the second time they said, well, they just like, "We can't get it, blah, blah, blah," or something like that. Oh, no, they said they'll mail it again. That's what it was. First 2 times they said they mail it. Then the third time
they'll mail it to the
school.
The school.
Yeah.
Which
the school never did.
Had no record.
And then the third time I go, and I'm like, "Look, can you give it to me?" And they're like, "Oh, we can't release your transcript to you or anybody." I'm like, "Why?" Like, "Because you have an outstanding balance." I'm like, "You couldn't have told me this before?" They're like, "You need to pay up if you want your transcript. Because of your outstanding balance, we can't release it to anybody." And I was like, "Fine." And I was like, "Fuck, it's going to cost a fortune. How much is it to release my transcript?" $3. I needed $3 to release my transcript. I had already paid $4,000, from the last bit that I owed. And they were like, "You owe us $3. So finally, after like 7 months of just nonstop back and forth,
Yeah.
from here to San Antonio, which is a 4-hour drive, by the way, from my house to San Antonio, I finally spent the $3 for them to hand me, literally just print out the piece of paper, hand it to me with the receipt, and like, "Here's proof that you paid the $3. And finally, they let me on my way.
"Sorry it took so long, I guess."
They never told me. At no point did they ever tell me, excuse me, that I had an outstanding balance. What is this thing doing to my esophagus? But yeah, 7 months, they never once told me, "Oh, you just need to pay $3.
Clear your $3 fee.
Ah, man. These people are so stupid. I suddenly got flashbacks to the tortilla thing, to the taco thing.
From Six Flags. There's a lot of these.
I'll put a link in the description.
So I had a good idea. I said every Wadi experience will add, like, depending on the situation, maybe like 5 points or 10 points.
Who gets these points?
What? Well, we're going to tally it up, and once it reaches like 100, we'll spend a day. Like a day trip or something. Like, that way all these negative things that happen will just, tip the scale.
Turn to something positive.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I
Like
was
we'll
like,
go to Wyoming or something.
Wow, all the way to Wyoming.
I mean, that's Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Or go to Big Lou's. Get that
Big
pizza.
Lou's being the giant pizza place from San Antonio.
Yeah.
I think I have a picture.
Or go to Six Flags again, you know? Like, do something really fun.
Oh, man.
So that's the whole thing with the wedding experience. Collecting up points.
Collect enough points just to get pissed off.
And if it does happen on that day, a wedding experience on that day, it's double.
We already know it's gonna happen. Like, I'm already expecting.
It has
like,
to.
straight
That's
up fuckery.
the way the cookie crumbles, man. The experience whenever.
Oh my goodness! I'm not drinking this thing ever again. I don't know if it was this or the water, the hydrogen water. My throat feels messed up.
Tickling your throat. Okay. Pause.
Oh my goodness! I don't think anybody else has had a sort of white experience.
Not that I've ever seen before in my life at this scale. I was like, you know what?
Same.
I was like, you know what? Let's just have fun with it.
I mean,
It's gonna happen anyway. Let's just turn it
way to make me feel better. Let me. All right. Here is a slice of pizza from Big Lou's. Ta-da! That's me holding the pizza. Wasn't it?
Looks like
delicious?
it's almost the size of your torso.
We got a what?
As long as your
62
torso.
inch? No.
Yeah.
No.
It was.
Was it 62
It was
inch?
62. We could have got the 70, but we needed to fit in the the truck.
Oh jeez. The to-go box was massive.
You had to fold the damn thing.
Yeah, we had to like karate chop it so it was able to.
I want to
That
point
pizza
out that
looks
we
so
could have
good.
finished more than half of it, but we didn't want to stop at a rest stop to just like
This
throw up.
fuckhead, when we were ordering it, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna have the 62-inch pizza." I was like, "All right, will that be it?" And then this guy goes, "I think I'll order a calzone as well to go." I'm like, "What the fuck are you thinking?"
62 inches of pizza ain't enough for Eric. He needs the gains,
I
man.
need the
He needs
gains.
more.
It was
How
a
many
good-
slices did you eat?
It was a good night snack though. I had 5, I believe.
5. I think I had about the same.
Yeah.
And
And there was like what, 4 slices left, something like that.
yeah, about.
Jesus.
It was insane, but it was good pizza.
I
It
gave a
looks
slice to my
Amazing.
I do recommend though, if you do go, ask for the bottom crust to be crispy because they do run the risk. Something that big, they run the risk of not fully cooking the bottom. That's not really the problem. We didn't have that problem this time, but from what I've heard, it happened the first time I was there, like 5 or 6 years ago. Where the bottom of the crust was a little undercooked, but the rest of the pizza was delicious. It wasn't like Six Flags where just the whole thing was undercooked and we paid $36 for a 12-inch pizza. My God, that wasn't even that good.
It was, yeah. I was
But
gonna say like,
I'm down to go again. If anything, I think we need to get a reservation to get the 72-inch.
yeah.
And I think it's a reservation and a minimum of 4 people.
Mind you, we had to wait. I think it was an hour and a half.
We waited an hour and a half.
Yeah. For the pizza to come out, and that's because we're like one of the first people, like first 20, I think. Yeah,
Mhm.
from the door.
Well, it was also like social distancing and everything,
Yeah, true.
which I don't think is really the case right now.
Yeah, it could be different. Yeah.
But
And I gave like a slice each to my brothers, and then like now they're like, hey, when are you going back to San Antonio? I was like, was it good or what? He's like, yeah, man.
I can't go by myself. I'm gonna have to like tape the
Yeah.
box to the top of my car.
The next time I go with you, we should have like a whole day for that shit.
Didn't we?
Not really. I don't think so.
We got there
Because we had to rush home. You know?
Did we? Why again?
Well, I had work the next day, so.
I mean, it was like we got home like at 7.
True.
I mean, I don't know. Andrea, you down to go to Big Lou's?
Yes, because, like, right now I'm, like, really hungry. I ate before, but then seeing this pizza is making me hungry again.
Let me pull it back up for those.
To go to Big Lou's. I've always, you know, because that pizza, the big pizza, that's their thing. Always wanted to try pizza.
So
Pizza's my thing. I freaking love pizza. It's in my gamer tag and everything. So it's like I have to
pizza
at least
connoisseur.
once.
Fun
Pizza
fact, that's
enthusiast
exactly
right
how I met Andrea. She's like, "Hi, I'm Andrea. I like pizza."
I like pizza.
Okay. That's cool. No doubt. No doubt.
It's funny you say that. It just brings me flashbacks of my first memory, because it wasn't like my first memory of Andrea, because we had met before, but when I think of like the earliest memory that I have of her, and Andrea, I think already knows what I'm talking about.
No, but you got my attention. Keep going.
You'll know.
I think I know where this is going.
Basically, we were in kindergarten, and I don't know what was. I don't remember what was going on, but I go to the restroom. Which
Oh,
you see, there she goes. She remembers.
I know.
Our classroom was over here, but the restrooms were like way over there. It was kind of like it wasn't like an outdoor thing. So you leave the classroom and you're outside, and then down the building or the restrooms at. So I'm there doing my thing, whatever, and then I come out and I see Andrea walking by with her mom. And it's like, I guess she's going home. I'm like, bye, Andrea. Oh shit. I didn't say, I didn't curse, but I was like, oh. I looked closer, and she's in tears, like sobbing, holding her hand. I was like, oh, something bad must have happened. And as I'm walking back towards the classroom, I see drops of blood down the sidewalk.
Blotches of blood.
I was like, oh shit. So the earliest thing I remember is just being, bye, Andrea. Oh. What happened?
I don't. Okay. I remember a couple of us, or I don't know, some people going outside, and so I know at least one person, because that person's the one who opened the door in front of me. They're in front of me in the line, or just in front of me.
The line lady.
I'm about to walk outside, right past the door frame, when I noticed that my
Your. Hello.
Oh boy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
There you go.
we can hear you.
Okay, what's the last thing you remember?
I was holding the door frame, and I remember my
My shoe got stuck on something. My shoelace.
Hmm.
So I reached down to try to loosen my shoelace, but to keep myself from falling, I have my right hand leaning in the door frame to keep me up. Next thing I know, guy in front of me, AJ, if you're listening to this, never forget, it was you.
Our AJ.
He let go of the door, didn't hold it open for me, and it slams on my hand.
Oh no.
It slammed right in my middle finger, right at the nail. I still have a little mark on my hand, like it's a little deformed. But I mean, I go to the hospital and nothing happens. I mean, like I don't know what they do. Like I don't think I needed stitches or anything. But
Kids at that age are indestructible.
Yeah, dude,
I mean, you know.
Man, that walk to the restrooms, I have 2 memories of that, actually. That was the first one, and the second one took place on my birthday. What happened was, they brought up, like, we were celebrating my birthday and somebody else's, because her birthday was early on in October, mine September 13th. So they kind of like put it in the middle. And maybe like September 20th or whatever. That doesn't matter. We have the cake out and everything, blow out candles. And this one guy His name was George Wallen. Like, everybody has that snot-nosed kid, right? Every school, every kindergarten class has him. Well, he was the one. And something made him laugh, or he sneezed. I don't remember. But I'll just say he sneezed. He sneezes, and everything comes out. Like, just gone.
On your cake.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was being on the cake or not, but it grossed me the fuck out. So, I was like, I'm going to throw up. So I leave the room. I don't even ask for permission. I just fucking bolted. And I'm like, oh god, that's so gross. And I'm going to have to ask her if she remembers this. But on the way to the restrooms, they have more classes. And as you like further that way you go, you know, they're older, like first grade or whatever. And right before I get to the restrooms, I couldn't hold it anymore, and I just immediately throw up in front of one of the classrooms. Right as they open the door to go do something, they're all in line. They open the door, like, all right, children, let's. Oh my god! And I just. I didn't throw up on anybody. I just threw up on the grass outside. But it was. The teacher was just like. Visibly, if she could say it, she would have just been like, what the fuck? And I looked out, I looked at them like, oh, and just kept running towards the restroom.
Oh, no.
I think I threw up one more time in between there and the restroom, just then finally made it in. But to see their look on their face is just like, oh man. I kind of missed that school. Oh shit! That building was so fucked. I don't know how many memories I have with that. Every time I talk about one story, another one comes to mind. Andrea, you remember Jesus de Leon, right?
Yes, I do.
This was a lot later on. We were already past high school. Or we were in high school, something like that. Anyway, I don't know what I was doing at the school. I was just walking around, and we end up at that old building. And then we walk into the old restrooms that are there, and we're just talking. He was like, man, you remember this place? I'm like, yeah, I do. And he's messing with the ceiling tiles. He's like, man, I remember I was such a little kid, I never would have thought I'd ever be able to reach. He starts like messing with them, and then I don't know what he did, but he like hits it a little too hard, and everything just starts coming down.
Holy shit.
So
all of the tiles?
All of the tiles.
Oh, man.
It was a super old building. I guess that's what the problem was. But all the tiles just come down. We're like, oh, fuck. We thought the ceiling was caving in.
Oh, the asbestos. It's in my eyes.
Oh, shit. We're probably going to have mesothelioma. Stay tuned for the next 40 weeks. And we'll see how that goes. Jesus. But, oh, man. That building... I really miss that school. Well, I miss the stuff that happened at that school. I already miss being there. I like my freedoms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't miss...
Freedoms are fun.
Yeah, that's when we still had 4 fucking school uniforms. Monday we wore blue, then red, then light blue, then yellow.
I think I donated all of mine.
I don't know what happened to mine.
Thanks for the memories. Don't need it.
Oh, man.
Going back to your terrible, tragic accident, Andrea, is this like was that the starting point of you with door frames?
Just door frames are my enemies.
What they mean is, like, whenever we play video games, Andrea always dies because he got stuck in a door frame.
Not by the enemy. No. That doesn't mess her up.
Well, I am like, because I'm facing an enemy, and I'm I'm trying to defend myself, but I'm also trying to run away because I know this isn't a.
Oh, I think she got stuck in a door frame.
Oh no!
And
hello.
There you go.
There we go.
I have green signal. I don't know why it's cutting me off.
I don't know. Anyway, you were saying. Oh no!
What's happening?
So that's something. But
that's something.
every time we record, he's always cutting the yard. That's his thing now. He's retired, so he likes to cut the yard. But I'm trying to just run away, have the back to the wall, and I get stuck. Like I could swear the door's here. Why aren't I moving?
I think she's the the first one that would tell me, no, the map geography.
Oh yeah,
like,
Rainbow
okay,
Six
chill.
Siege when we first got
Cool.
the game.
All
No,
right.
the map geometry. Fuck it.
Because Siege is
And
a
then
very strategic tactical
door
game.
frame.
I'll be right back. That's just.
Door frames, goddamn it. Yeah, like they're just my enemy. Like they're the reasons for many of my deaths.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. Ever since she talked about that incident, all of us have that issue now. We all have the issue of being stuck on door frames when we're playing. And mind you, like we're pretty good. We're decent. All right, we can hold our own.
They are decent. Yeah, for sure. It's just sometimes the map wins.
Actually,
Sometimes it wins.
I don't think I ever gave you like the credit for it. Like Eddie and I were decent about almost every single game, like racing, you know, shooter, competitive games, you know. And you've gone toe to toe with us every single game. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a nice quality to have on the team. The should I abbreviate it? I don't know. Silver bullets. Okay, we'll go with the silver bullets.
Silver bullets works.
There you go. We'll go with silver bullets.
No, yeah, like it's cool because I mean, you always want people who can play like you and who are on your level, and it's cool to be with y'all who are.
Yeah, it's just very what do you call it? It's a rare quality to have. When we have a Bradley, I don't know if we'll ever have him on here, but when we do, I'm gonna give him so much crap for it. When he just sticks to one thing and one thing only.
What did Bradley do?
No, just giving her props for going toe to toe with us in almost every single game that we play.
Yeah, I mean, it took her what? How long did it take you to get Apex?
Yo, she cut off again.
So much for staying toe to toe with us.
That's Discord though. That's not.
Oh, it's even worse. We lost connection.
Oh no!
Oh,
Put that
crap.
phone back where it came from, or so help me.
Here it is. Hey.
Did you get another?
No.
No. Okay. Do you want my juice?
No.
Okay. Because if not, I'll have it. This is one of my favorite monsters, by the way. In case we get a P.O. box for the fan mail. Joking.
Fan mail. Most of the people that watch this know where I live.
I don't think people do that anymore.
Some people do, like for some channels.
Like mail time, mail time. Do.
I should bring this over here so I don't reveal people's Discord information. Oh, there it is. There we go. Andrea, can you hear us?
And we're back.
And we're live.
I can. What happened?
We lost connection.
It
Wow.
automatically connected to his house Wi-Fi, which doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't know why. I might as well just that's something to do later.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
A problem we won't have in the future because
Tomorrow we're getting good internet.
woo! I can't get over it. I can't get over it. Like this is like, what do you call it? You got what, a notice? I want to say like 8 months ago. Like, oh, we're gonna be in your area.
No, we didn't get anything. The reason I got a notice, or the reason I knew that, I always say Comcast. It's not Comcast.
You're getting
Spectrum.
Trauma, PTSD.
PTSD from when I used to work for them. No, every time, like a friend of mine, that's what happened. He got Spectrum, and he lives about a mile that way. And he was like, "Yeah, why don't you just get Spectrum?" I was like, "Oh, Eric has Spectrum. You know what? I'll get it." Because when I got this internet provider, Spectrum wasn't here. So I look it up. We go to Spectrum, put in my address, and it says, "Call this number to see if you actually get service in that area." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I called, and they said, "No, we don't actually service your area." And I'm like, "Oh crap, okay." That's unfortunate.
Come check next week. It's almost every week.
No, they didn't even say that at the time. A few months pass, and a friend of mine, another friend of mine, who lives 2 blocks down, got Spectrum. So I was like, oh, perfect. I called, like, hey, I want, you guys to provide my internet or whatever. And I'll pay, your prices because it's better than the one I'm doing now. And they were like, oh, we don't service your area. I'm like, oh. But my friend has it just down the street, 2 blocks down. And like, oh, well, the workers haven't gotten up the street yet. I'm like, fine.
Giving you the runaround.
So, a month later, I see a truck with Spectrum on the side. I'm like, ooh, they're finally doing it.
It's happening.
Nope, still no service. I'm like, oh, they're probably just starting. So I see these trucks in and out of my drive, not my driveway, but those telephone poles right outside my house. And I'm like, please, can I have it now? And I called like once or twice, like twice a month for the past year. And you know this. Because once I know that we had Spectrum, I'd get the service from him because he sells it.
I got the hookups.
But, so yeah, it wasn't till 2 days ago that it was on my way home from getting my toolbox at the job I just quit. That I figured, you know what, I'm gonna try. I put the information on the website. I put my address in, and normally it would go to say, oh, call this number to see if we actually service your area. But this time it goes, I put in my address and it says, would you like TV, internet, phone, or a bundle of the 3? I'm like, oh, it's real. It's finally happening.
It's finally happening.
Which is dumb because a week before, my dad got an email saying, oh, with Spectrum, you can have all these high-speed internet and all these services, blah, blah, blah. My dad's like, oh, ASUS. Like, my son's been telling me that this is better than what we have. So he calls, and they're like, oh, yeah, like, we can set you up with all this. And they're like, what kind would you like? He's just like, I just want internet. This package is okay. Blah, blah, blah. They get it all settled. And then that's when the sales lady goes, so what's your address? And he tells her, and she's like, oh, we don't service your area. He's like, you just wasted 45 minutes of my time. Tell him with all this crap. You couldn't have made sure first before telling me like what I'm missing out on, essentially. So, man, my life's full of dumb stuff. I don't know why it took so long. But, I mean, if anything, this is the best time for it to happen. We're trying to get, figure out everything here with this podcast. And we're finally getting decent internet. So Andrea doesn't have to get cut off every 5 minutes. Well,
I'm checking right now to see if there's Spectrum where I live, and I put in my address and everything. It's like, we need to speak with you to verify. So I'm gonna take that as a no.
You're gonna call them, right? And then they're gonna say, "Sure thing. What do you want?" And then, "What's your address at the end?" "Oh no, we can't service you yet."
That's how they get you.
Saved you 40 minutes, Andrea.
We saved you 40 minutes. I might as well save you the rest of the next 2 years because if it took them that long to get 2 blocks down. We'll see how long it takes for them to get, like, what? How far do you live? Like 5 miles? Maybe a lot further?
Sure. Maybe a little bit further. But it's not that far. But, I mean, like, it's still considered middle of nowhere. I doubt if it'll ever come over here. Even if it does, like, low possibilities.
I think Starlink will be operational at that point.
Oh, yeah. I had almost put in my order for Starlink. Like, I was going to. And then I don't know why I thought, I'll try Spectrum. I guess. Though I should probably get both.
That might be the reason why they bumped up their timetable.
Probably. Like,
Like,
oh shit, we're gonna lose the middle of nowhere.
We need the middle of nowhere now.
It's Spectrum. They don't care.
We'll see.
They don't need us.
I'm just glad a little competition got their asses moving.
If anything, I'll probably get Starlink as well. So if one internet provider goes down, I'll still have the other.
Back up.
Because if we're going to try to run a business, then yes, we're going to try to make this into a business. We're going to need some backups. I need a UPS for the computer. Things. We're going to need a lot of things.
A whole nother parts list.
We're going to need a whole list.
We'll take it week by week.
Week by week.
And hell, we'll probably put like Andrea in that corner.
That's my desk.
And we'll
give me my own camera.
Yeah.
Go switch back.
What do you call it? The media deck from Elgato. Switch cameras.
If we build our own studio, like an actual podcast set, everyone could get their own camera. It's only going to cost us a couple $1 million.
Okay, Joe.
Nah, it's not going to cost that much.
Amex, swipe.
Oh no, we'll get Bradley on it. Bradley is our social media manager.
There we go.
Who's been working overtime trying to get us sponsors. I can't tell you how many emails I've gotten saying, "Sorry, Bradley, but we can't sponsor you." From companies like Monster all the way to Pepsi. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy's going ham.
Jesus.
And if anything, it makes me feel kind of dumb. I mean, I'm appreciative of his work, but we do need to spread the word of this podcast more. I need to say something on Facebook. You know what? I'm going to do it now. No, I'm not going to do it now. I think the only people I've told are people like in person and those that I have on Snapchat. So I should probably make a story on my Facebook. But for some reason, I just don't want to.
We're not there yet.
We are. I mean, there's really no... There's nothing wrong with me doing it. I don't know. It's just something about it. I go on Facebook and I'm just like...
We're literally running before we're walking and we're tripping, but we're still... going.
That's why they used to call me Flamingo in high school. Because when I would run... Well, it's not because when I was running. When I would stretch my legs... I'm really flexible.
Surprisingly limber for a man your size and stature.
Jesus Christ. I'm not going to show that. I'm not going to demonstrate.
Like add a short in there somewhere.
It's like, hey, it's my foot. Short. No, then we'll get the creeps. We don't want this to be a fetish podcast.
Oh boy.
I think there's already enough. We're already in danger of having creepy fan fiction just by putting us on the fucking...
From all that licking.
Ah, crap. No. They have footage of us licking things. Oh, it's over. Oh, my professional career is over. If I ever wanted to become president, well...
But why, though? Why would you?
To rule the world.
Okay, sit down.
I'm gonna stop right there before I... get into it.
Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. What are you doing?
There you go.
It's not a doomsday button. We should probably make it into a button of some sort.
Oh, like, so it could just come out.
I don't know. We're just talking out of our ass at this point. We have like this book here of topics to talk about. Now we're just talking about salt rocks. We licked the fucking thing, dude.
You did.
Well, I did. You licked the Nintendo Switch game that I threw.
Chip shortage, and I just licked one.
Well, honestly, Eric got the worst deal out of that. I feel like licking the salt is a little bit better.
It's not what I licked. It's just the fact that I licked. That's gonna be a sound clip. Oh, jeez. Save that for the soundboard. It's not what I lick. Fuck. I just stopped it right there.
Save yourself.
Yeah, that's a delete. By the way, we're not deleting any of this. So.
No. These podcast episodes will never be edited unless somebody says something that we need to edit, but it'll probably be just a bleep. Or something like with, hey, look what I can do. I don't. The main reason I think the main reason we don't want to edit the podcast is because it's gonna take forever.
You lazy people.
It's not the. Well, it's also
But
like it's just a conversation. Like if we edit this, it's just gonna make. I don't know. I guess. Yeah, we're lazy. I couldn't think of anything. I mean, I guess I could go in and like give us like some lower thirds, like it'll show right here, this way. It's like
at least
Eddie,
put in description,
and then my Twitter handle,
different highlights,
and then over here it'll show
to.
Eric's, and then Andrea's will be whenever she introduces herself, she'll have her lower third, something like that. Well, then I have to get everybody's Twitter information.
Let's go deep in the rabbit hole, man. Let's jump right in it.
So starting a podcast isn't all fun and games. I'm pretty sure everybody knows. I'm just kidding. It's really not that bad.
It's not bad.
You just need a camera. You don't even need a camera. You just need a microphone. We don't have to do this with video.
Well, we're doing it anyway.
Yay! We're doing a thing. Just like that last announcement video.
Yes.
The
first episode.
I didn't even make an announcement video for the last one. I was still working at this job, and I was so exhausted that I said, "Hey, episode 4, woo!" I didn't even want to give a shit about it.
It's okay now, though. You're retired.
I'm retired and still tired. It hasn't been long enough for me to actually get my energy back.
There we go. Give it time.
Give it time, and my skin will actually go back to looking like normal. Because I'm afraid of doing this and some of it coming off.
Like makeup or something?
No, like sunburns. Because it got hot. It was, I think, the day before I quit, we had a heat index of like 115. So, I don't know. Eventually we're going to have a bigger audience. People in Arizona would be like, oh, you guys are pussies. 115. Our blood literally boils when we step outside. There's always
someone that's going to say that.
We know someone that like, oh, it's fucking, you guys are cold at 30 degrees. Like, as soon as we step out or we get frostbite, like, whatever. You know, there's always got to be that someone that has to like, oh, I have a shittier life than you do. Like, oh, congratulations.
Congrats. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Luckily, they're not here.
Very true.
What you got?
Well, I kind of want to brush on this because I called it. It was the Logan versus Mayweather recap here. And back in the past video, I called it. Knew it.
What'd you call?
I knew it. I was like, if he doesn't knock him out in the first few rounds, Mayweather's just going to toy with him the whole way because he's more strength and conditioned than Logan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what happened.
I didn't watch it. I had better things to do.
You didn't read on it, though?
No.
Like, I read on it. I wasn't going to watch it, but I was like, okay, but I still want to know what happened.
All I saw was a picture of Mayweather hugging Logan. And I thought, oh, they settled their differences. And honestly, that's what we all need to do.
I have some statistics. Because, I mean, when I first saw these pictures, I saw like a referee. And when I said that there was no judges, I was like, oh, well, there shouldn't be a referee. And then I realized, oh, wait, well, that's dumb. Of course there needs to be a referee. But, so there are no judges. They didn't say there's no official winner. But they did release, like, the statistics of it. And I put it on, I sent it to y'all if y'all are looking at it.
On Discord?
Or I'll just say it.
On the Disney?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Mayweather had a total of 107 punches. And out of those 107, he hit 43. Which is almost, he almost got half of them. Otherwise, you go to Logan.
Fuck!
He threw 217 and only hit 28. So it's obviously, Mayweather did a lot better. Like, he was hitting his shots. He was selective of them, and he was hitting most of them. While Logan was just throwing jabs. No wonder it looked like he was just hugging they were hugging each other just because Logan was tired. He was
done.
beat.
He was tired.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, little mama,
Very tired.
Why?
That's what they were. That's what I like to imagine. They were saying. It's like, please don't hit me. If you're gonna hit me harder. Like, come on. Let's give these guys a show.
Oh yeah, the real loser was the people who paid for the fight.
I mean, why would you pay for this? But then again,
Well,
I know why people would
before.
pay for this because they want to see Logan Paul get his ass kicked, or they're Logan Paul fans and they think he can beat Mayweather. Which, how naive
Both are
you?
delusional.
Well, I mean, do I think I if anything, I'm pretty sure I would have been in the team that thought Mayweather could kick his ass. I mean, let's have Logan Paul fight Canelo next. Let's see how that goes. I mean,
That wouldn't go well.
or McGregor, or is he strictly going to boxing?
I have no idea. I'm not even sure if McGregor's a free agent or if he's still with UFC.
Then we'll just have it in some guy's backyard. We'll do it here. We'll be the we'll commentate on the fight. I have no idea. I'm not
What to do, what to say.
I'm not a fighting expert at all. I don't even have training myself.
But I'll tell you one thing though. I think like the celebrity boxing is gonna take over the whole boxing sport for like a good amount of years. It's gonna be like its own little era thing.
I'm kind of excited for that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, now we can actually say, like, for real, like, which celebrities can kick which other celebrities' ass.
Alright, I got Russell Crowe versus Gilbert Gottfried.
What? That's gonna be terribly one-sided. You know, Godfrey shouldn't whoop his ass.
A-list celebrities, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like, you know, the TikTokers and the YouTubers.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
what
those
it's gonna
people
be.
that they wanna, you know, they need that big break, and that's gonna be it.
No,
Like, I
we
mean,
need
like, who's-
Ryan Reynolds versus Jake Gyllenhaal. Like in MGM Grand Square, somewhere. That's what we need. But yeah, I agree with you. It's gonna be just YouTubers and TikTokers. Sorry, YouTubers and
Content creators.
people who post their videos on a certain app that is the onomatopoeia for a clock. So, there you go.
There you go. We just avoided
Yeah, I had
legal.
This is how you
I
avoid
had to
lawsuits.
think about that for a second.
Well, I mean, there was that, like I said last time, there's a whole thing about YouTube versus TikTokers, and they're like, we don't like these people being called TikTokers because it implies that we're endorsing, you know, this event. And then YouTube's like, yeah, they're YouTubers. You know, what else are they going to be called?
Yeah.
They're not interneters. Content creator doesn't necessarily mean YouTube. They could be like Instagram. Strictly Instagram or Vine. I miss Vine. Do y'all remember Vine? Everybody remembers Vine.
If you like saw the downfall of it, you're just glad it's gone.
I remember everyone saying like, Pornhub bought Vine. They're gonna save it. I'm like, are they?
Are they though? Or they're just eliminating the competition.
I was just really,
no.
I was skeptical from the beginning. Like, what is that gonna do? Like, oh, fucking King Batch is gonna say a joke and then fuck something. Like, what? It's not gonna be any good. Well, maybe Pornhub would have been able to do something with it. But did they actually buy it?
They bought it, I think. From what I heard, they bought it and they just
Let it
scrapped
die.
it. Yeah.
Why? Well, they're business people. I don't know. I haven't run a business for that long.
It's a whole different ballgame there.
Yeah, I get it. Ball game because of.
Oh boy.
With a grain of salt. I was gonna say I had something in my head right now, and I touched the salt rock, and now is that what the ions do? It just makes you forget.
It took all your power away.
Man, I wish I had.
That reminds me of that. What do you call it? Space Jam. It takes away your talent. Gives it to the
Ooh.
Monstars.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, my gains! Ah.
Imagine losing your gains. I lost my gains. I need to go back to the gym.
It's okay. You're retired. You can go to the gym now.
Next week.
Get back the body you used to have. I need to go
Or
back.
get back on the bike.
Dude, yes.
Your bike?
Oh, yeah.
It's summer. Well, when the mosquitoes go away.
Once the mosquitoes
The
go
mosquitoes
away.
are gone. Yes.
Once they're gone.
And I'm going to have to buy long sleeve shirts because I don't want to burn myself. There's like nothing to block the sun out here.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, if you
If
go
only
outside.
there was like a cream or a spray you can put on your skin that will protect it from the UV rays.
I mean, you've seen what it does to my skin. It doesn't do a thing. Look, I'm dark enough. I'm just going to absorb more and then I'm going to be looking like crispy bacon.
The Channel 5 pig? Crispy bacon?
That's the exactly the same thing that popped into my head, Eric.
I'm not going to look like a pig. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm down for biking.
Biking. We used to go to the park a lot and just run.
You know, I can't do that no more. I can't do that.
Those my damn knees.
It's my feet, actually. I got like tiny lacerations underneath my feet
From
walking.
what?
So long.
From what?
Just longevity. Just 20,000 steps a day for 5 years. Just that's what it did to me.
Ow.
Use some fucking lotion, dude.
What?
That's what. It sounds like you got dry feet and you did nothing about it for 5 years.
It's not outside exterior wise.
What?
Inside, yeah.
Get some better shoes, my guy.
It's like you with shin splints. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't
What?
have shin splints because I did something to stop them. I don't run on hard.
Yeah, like if I
I got
have,
better
like,
shoes and then I
a
don't.
month of recovery, I could.
All right. Eric's not going to move from this seat for the next month.
What? No.
So, tomorrow, join us for the Eric Only show.
Where Eric just talks about Eric.
Where Eric just finger guns the...
Oh no.
So we got bought by Pornhub. Eric's just going to be doing finger guns
Oh,
towards the
boy.
camera.
Welcome back to my ASMR.
Barely did any sound. I think... What if we did an ASMR? Well, I think that fad is already passed anyway. I think it's a little late.
I don't know.
If you're not already
You can bring it
established...
back.
Special episode is with the salt lamp. Yeah.
Did you hear that, Andrea?
No. No. Well, I heard like a very light thing, but I was also talking at the same time.
I'll just use the... You're just making fucking
I'm
a
just
mess on the
making
table.
Salt deposits all over
I
the
just
table.
sweeped in here.
Oh boy.
Now I have to pick up all this salt.
I'm so sorry.
We should have chose a
Lick
cleaner.
it all.
No. We should have chose a cleaner like
Put
centerpiece.
like a little bowl under it next time.
Yeah, well, we do have those, like those bowls of little bitty salt rocks, like a whole bunch of them,
Oh, I did see that.
and then you
Okay.
plug it in, and
Go
it's like
return
a
the
little
licked
campfire.
one. You get the other one.
No, because then I'll be like arrested because like that one chick that licked the ice cream and then put it back in the shelves. You guys remember that?
Oh no. I remember
The
that.
Blue Bell.
It was in Dallas.
Uh-huh.
It was in Texas. We're better than this, guys.
Are we though? I think that was what happened with the freeze. It was karma for that. You know, like, oh, you like the cold, huh? Well, just we'll freeze everything.
It's a bit extreme.
I don't know.
A lot
What do
of
you?
vegetation died in a week.
I'm ready for the next like lethal fad on the internet. Let's see. I think it's time for some people to just for natural selection to take its course.
I don't know, man.
It's like, oh, it's driving on the wrong side of the freeway, a challenge. No, that puts innocent people in danger.
I think there's like a calendar already that they made for 2020. Each disaster every month.
Oh no! Well, that's the disaster. I'm talking about fad, like Tide Pods.
Oh, like Tide Pods. Oh, jeez.
I think I remember they said like the oldest The oldest person I remember doing it was reported to be like 17. If you're 17 and you're eating Tide Pods, we don't need you on our team. All right? What have you done your whole life that you thought, detergent is a good thing to put in my body? Orally, especially. Well, it really doesn't matter. You could have shoved it up your ass.
It's in your body, yes, Waddy. It doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't. It's not supposed
Well,
to
they did it because they thought it looked tasty. But then again, you know, you're not gonna look at it and be like, "How's that gonna feel up my ass?" Oh God, we should start the next trend. We should try to come up with one. Like, I don't know.
No, Waddy. Just no.
It's like I would have liked a reaction. It's a fucking podcast. You're supposed to say something.
We're improv, yes, and we're
bringing back pogo sticks, guys.
This is why my shoulders are sore. I'm carrying this fucking.
Oh my God.
I mean, we don't have like we don't have anything right now. Let's see.
Just in general, we don't have anything.
We do have Sprinter Van Pod.
Yes. It's staying in there. We're doing it.
Sprinter Van Pod.
Yes.
What does that even mean?
The podcast. Yes, the pod.
The podcast is the pod.
Yeah, Waddy, use your brain.
Come on, Waddy.
Why
Pick up
not
on
just
this.
write
Gosh,
podcast?
guys.
Jesus.
Because pod's fun.
How?
It'll be fun.
I'm not gonna be like, welcome
It's a
back
fun
to With a Grain of
plan.
Salt Pod.
You're the one that started the vloggy doggies, so
I was a
mean,
joke. Not actually calling people vloggy doggies. Not until we get
how
bought
do
by
you not see
Pornhub.
this as a joke? Pod.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's one of like the ideas that went in my head.
We have way too many ideas that I'm pretty sure next week, by the time we record the next episode, we'll already have the dartboard with a bunch of post-its on it. We're just like throwing things that are ideas and seeing what sticks. So next week, we're going to switch seats.
Let's kick it up a notch. Just throw axes at a whole plywood. Oh wait, no. It's a bit pricey for wood. I don't know.
Well, we can just go to Kickin' Axes.
There we go.
Since
Okay,
they already have it set up there. Do you think they would let us record a podcast there?
I think more publicity, the better. I don't know.
I mean, they already have like a table set up. It might be expensive because we're gonna have to. Well, maybe we don't even have to like
really, we
rent
could
out multiple
do it on your
booths.
phone, like. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to bring your lights. You don't need to bring everything else. Sound check the room. You don't have to do that.
Well, we kind of do.
But no.
Yeah.
We'll just.
I mean,
add the
like, I'm not
clip in
gonna.
there.
We're not gonna go in there and be
You're
like,
overthinking it.
like you're just gonna hear a bunch of banging there, and we're like, we they need to be able to hear us over the loud banging noise.
Well, last time we went there, it was just us, and it was like at 3 o'clock.
We got lucky because their people were social distancing, and they're not going to come next to someone with a mask and an axe.
I'm optimistic.
And with that, we've reached our time limit.
Oh yeah, we actually did. Wow.
Once again, we're not experts in any of the things we talked about. Honestly, we actually in this case we might be because we didn't talk about anything of
Childhood,
importance.
Eddie. You got to be an expert in that.
I'm not an expert of my own childhood. I didn't really become sentient till I hit 19. So take everything.
What were you doing before then? Just a sponge?
I was a sponge. Take everything that we said today with a grain of salt. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
See y'all.